Well, good morning, everybody. I'm so happy you could join me here this morning for story time with Miss Pam on Facebook Live for the Upper Chichester Library. I have a couple of winter books for you today. Did you see the beautiful snow that fell yesterday? The big fat flakes that fell through the sky and looked so beautiful. I hope you were able to watch that and enjoy the snow. Today the sun's out and a lot of that snow from yesterday has already melted away. But I hope you enjoy our stories today that are about snow. The first one is a photographic fantasy, Stranger in the Woods, by Carl R. Sams II and Jean Stoik. What is so beautiful, besides a really wonderful story, are the photographs that are the art and the illustrations in this beautiful book, Stranger in the Woods. It is available at the Upper Chichester Library if you'd like to pick it up and read it for yourself at home. The foreword says, "For those who protect wild places and to the snowman that lives in every child's heart." The snowflakes were resting after their twisting, twirling dance through the crisp night air. Every twig in the forest wore a new coat of glimmering white. Daybreak came softly, moving through the woods and yawning as its rays slowly stretched across the snowy meadows. The birds were the first to notice. "Stranger in the woods, stranger in the woods, take care, take care," the blue jays cawed a warning from high in the tops of the tall oaks. "Do you hear the jays calling?" Mother Doe spoke softly to her fawn. "Yes," he whispered, "I always listen to the birds, the wind blowing through the trees, the rustling of the leaves, and all the sounds of the woods." And there are the deer. We have a lot of deer around where we live. One day I saw like 17 deer on the way home from work. Stranger in the woods. Who's in the woods? Where? Where did the jays say? Where is he? Asked the owl of many questions. There's the owl. Coo, coo. Could that be him? Asked the mourning dove. There, beyond the old apple tree, follow the snow trail, past the pond, to where the meadow begins. Not far at all. Who's in the woods? Why is he here? When did the stranger come? Asked the owl of many questions. I've been here since early morning, before the first pale light of the eastern sky, said the munching muskrat. No stranger came this way. No one passed by my pond. There's the muskrat. I followed the snow trail under the light of the winter moon, answered the buck. He was not there during the night, that I am sure. There's a beautiful photograph of a buck. As the animals moved through the snowy forest, they came to the edge of the meadow. The frightened doe stomped her hoof and snorted. Where is he? Where is he? Can you see him? Yes, I do see him, chattered the squirrel. Someone needs to go and check him out. That's our first clue that they see something in the woods. Who will go? Who will go see? Asked the owl of many questions. Ah, now don't be looking at me. I'm much too busy chewing on my antler, sputtered the porcupine. You ever seen a porcupine? Look at all those barbs sticking out from the porcupine. You'll not be volunteering me, no siree, said the scared rabbit. Is he watching me? There's the rabbit. Howdy-dee, it is me, the chickadee-dee-dee. I will go, I will take the lead. The chickadee is a little bird that we see a lot in the winter. I'm the smallest and I can scamper quickly. I'll do it. I'll make a tunnel under the snow where only I can go, creeping in closer to get a look quietly, just like a mouse. There's the mouse. He's volunteering to go. Let it be me. Let me go, volunteered the fawn. I can do it. I know I can. I am the strongest and the biggest, said the young buck. I should go first. I can fly faster, chirped the cardinal. But I can run like lightning and I have antlers, boasted the buck. But I am red, announced the cardinal, not knowing what else to say. Oh, when the snow is on the tree branches, those beautiful red cardinals sure look pretty. Look what they found. What did they see? What is that? Ah, a beautiful snowman. Let's see if they know what it is. What are you waiting for? I'm there already, exclaimed the chickadee. There's the chickadee up on the carrot nose. That's a pretty good snowman, isn't it? Have you made one at your house? We saw a lot of snowmen in the snow people in the snowy yards this week when we were driving through the neighborhood. Gee, said the chickadee. There are nuts and seeds on his hat for you and me. You see? There are nuts and seeds on the top of the hat. This stranger is friendly. Come see, there's plenty. So now they're going to check out that snowman and see if there's any food for them. I can see there's something for you, said the buck. Could it be there's something for me? My nose is leading me to corn, buried beneath the snow. See how he's pawing around down there under the snow to see if he can find something to eat? There are the animals checking out the snowman to see if they can find food. I found a treat that I can eat, said the young doe as she reached out to the stranger. What's she grabbing? His carrot nose. Wow, a carrot. Do I have to share it? What is this? Questioned the fawn as he passed a curious object in the snow. Could it be there's more than one stranger in the woods? I think it's a red mitten. After the corn was gone, the animals left by the snow trail one by one and disappeared into the winter woods. It was the chickadee who took the last seed and flew away. The snowman stood alone, but only for a short time. Look, do you see? There's a little child's face, and over here too. They've eaten everything, even the carrot nose, whispered the little sister, peeking out from behind the evergreens. "Let's put out more seeds and corn before they come back," encouraged the brother. "The animals will never know we were here." So what are they doing? They're using the snowman to feed the animals out in the woods. Isn't that a beautiful and wonderful idea? "How long will we feed them?" she asked. "For a long, long time," he replied. So look at that. He's got a big sack of corn. They put different mittens on. They're putting in a new carrot top. After the snow was gone and the snowman has melted away, until the frogs start to sing and the trees grow new leaves, that's how long they'll feed them. And little sister says, "I think they like the carrots best." The end. And that's written out in carrots. And when you borrow the book, you can see there's a recipe for a snowman in the back of the book. Looky who's peeking at them while they're fixing up the snowman again. Oh, look, they've got a sled. That's how they pulled their feed that they brought for the snowman out there. I think that was the most beautiful book. Those real-life photographs are so beautiful for illustrations, aren't they? Well, I hope you enjoyed that one. Again, you can pick that one up at the library. And our second story for today is another one for snowy days. Actually, the name of it is The Snowy Day by Ezra Jack Keats. You may have heard this one before, but I hope you enjoy it. It says it was awarded a Caldecott Medal for the most distinguished picture book of the year. Scholastic Book Services. Ezra Jack Keats, The Snowy Day. It's a New York Viking Press book. One winter morning, Peter woke up and looked out the window. Snow had fallen during the night. It covered everything as far as he could see. We've had some days like that, haven't we? After breakfast, he put on his snowsuit and he ran outside. The snow was piled up very high along the street to make a path for walking. Crunch, crunch, crunch. His feet sank into the snow. He walked with his toes pointing out like this, and he walked with his toes pointing in like this. It is fun to leave tracks in the snow, isn't it? Then he dragged his feet slowly to make tracks, and he found something sticking out of the snow that made a new track. Oh, it was a stick that was just right for smacking a snow-covered tree. What happens when you smack a snow-covered tree? Have you tried it? Down fell the snow, plop, on top of Peter's head. Yes, that's what happens. It falls down on top of you. It even does that when you're brushing the snow off of your car, I've discovered. I think he's making walking tracks in the snow now. He thought it would be fun to join the big boys in their snowball fight, but he knew he wasn't old enough. Not yet. The snowball fight can get pretty serious if you are little. You need to make sure you're playing with kids your own size. So he made a smiling snowman. There's his snowman. And he made angels. Have you done that? Have you laid down in the snow and spread your arms and legs and made it look like wings? And they say those are snow angels. He pretended he was a mountain climber. He climbed up a great big tall heaping mountain of snow, and he slid all the way down. He just slid on his bottom, didn't he? He didn't even have a sled. He picked up a handful of snow and another and still another. He packed it round and firm and put the snowball in his pocket for tomorrow. And then he went into his warm house. He told his mother all about his adventures while she took off his wet socks. Boy, it does, you get wet, don't you, when you go outside and play in the snowy snow. And he thought and thought and thought about them. Oh, that's a good way to get warmed up. Take a nice warm bath. Before he got into bed, he looked in his pocket. His pocket was empty. The snowball wasn't there. He felt very sad. While he slept, he dreamed that the sun had melted all the snow away. But when he woke up, his dream was gone. The snow was still everywhere, and new snow was falling. After breakfast, he called to his friend from across the hall, and then they went out together into the deep, deep snow. The end. And that's a wonderful story, too. It's an old classic, The Snowy Day. Well, thank you again for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed the winter selections for today. Both of those books are available at the Upper Chichester Library. So I hope you enjoyed that, and you'll come in and have your mom bring you down, and you can check out some books that you can take home and read, because you need to keep your reading up. Well, thank you again, and I'll see you next Monday at 10:30 for story time with Miss Pam for the Upper Chichester Library.